Hey everybody, welcome into Fresh Catch Friday. This is Siren Records Monterey, and you may notice Cass is not here today. He's walkabout in Oregon somewhere. But we have the great Jake Padorr, who's local, a face about town musician, multi-instrumentalist, vocalist. What else are you doing? You're producing, you're writing, a lot of hats you're wearing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he was good enough to sit in for Cass today, and we'll tell you some more at the end about some very special things he's got coming up. But for right now, we're going to start with our picks of the week. And as usual, Cass starts us off, so this week Jake's going to start us off. What did you find?
Stereolab's Dots and Loops from 1997. It's a reissue on clear vinyl for $28.95. Amazing record with a bunch of different fusions of sounds: jazz, hip-hop, dance, alternative rock. And the singers sometimes sing in French or English, and it's kind of over these driving, hypnotic, rhythmic beats with amazing kind of sing-song melodies and little avant-pop, kind of style here. And it was a super popular record in the 90s and kind of broke waves, and I'm probably going to buy it myself. And yeah, we got a couple other Stereolabs too.
That's right. Well, just cool your jets there, boy.
Right.
We'll talk about those in a minute.
I love
but you might want to mention, though, these are on clear vinyl, right?
Yes, this is on clear vinyl, and
They're
it comes with
numbered.
a fold-out poster, right? This is 90. There's only so many. Get them today. I'm getting mine today.
Sweet. Okay. For my pick of the week, well, okay, I don't want to go off on a rant here, but I feel that I need to address again the problem with Direct Shot shipping Warner Brothers product, and in this many cases not shipping it. We're still having huge problems. There are 3 big time new releases here or not here this week because they didn't ship them. First of all, you will be wondering, why aren't you talking about the Pixies? Why aren't you talking about Belle and Sebastian? Why aren't you talking about the Lumineers? Because it's not here. And when you go in and check your order, it says they picked them. They picked them. They didn't ship them. They just picked them. So this is getting really old. And you know what, you guys? Epitaph is now jumped ship, and they are being distributed by Alliance now because they are so fed up with their stuff not getting out. So I hope a lot of other cool little labels will follow suit. Hashtag death to the majors.
Right.
Let's get on with it, okay?
Let's get on with it.
Here's what I decided to do. I picked the Paranoids this week for mine, and the Paranoids, this is Carnage Bargain. It's on Suicide Squeeze. This is an LA quartet. It's a, 3 girls and a guy that's drumming. They've had a couple of EPs out, but this is their first outing. And, it's a blend of garage rock, kind of gritty new wave. They kind of harken back to influences of like the B-52s, and there's a little Blondie in here. The bass player and the guitar player, those girls, they kind of trade off vocals where it almost sounds like they're having a conversation, the way that they sing. It's kind of an interesting thing, but there are a lot of stompers on here. I think you guys might enjoy this if you give it a whirl. It's $20.95. It's a limited edition of 500, and it's on opaque blue vinyl, and it has a download coupon. So if you want to try something, that's like, I kind of like it when young girls are picking up from the past and they are carrying on that kind of punk new wave garage sort of sound. So good for them. I think they'll only get better in time, but this is fun. Okay.
It's probably pretty punky. There's a fly on a toothbrush. It's
yes,
pretty gnarly in itself.
So that in itself. And, I think if you want to have a look at these people, that's the look of this band. This is your token dude who's the drummer. And then you got these ladies who play the bass, vocals, and let me see, guitar, and what is the other thing? Okay, so yeah, you've got guitar vocals, bass vocals, drums, and Layla, she just only keyboards and vocals. Okay? You'll enjoy it. Now, did you have a couple other things that you want to mouth off about today?
Sweet Lorraine, I do.
All right.
So we also have a couple other reissues from Stereolab that all came in. One of which is the album that came out before Dots and Loops that was kind of shot them to fame, and it's Emperor Tomato Ketchup. Crazy artwork on all their album covers. It's almost like the band members themselves are the ones continually making the album covers. And this one was the first one that the first record of theirs that kind of brought their sound that we know them by. It's the first time they kind of showed hip hop and jazz and dance kind of styles into their sound with this record, and hit the charts right away in the UK when it was released in 1996. And it's the follow-up was Dots and Loops. So this kind of kicked off their success right here. And it's also on clear vinyl, limited edition, and it's for $28.95. Also, in the trilogy of Stereolab is Cobra Phases group play Voltage in the Milky Night. Long album name.
Nice.
But can't believe I nailed it. But it is also $28.95, unlimited edition clear vinyl as well. And it also follows the same kind of suit in their style of incorporating all these different kind of musical genres into their sound. And it was also super successful. These are the three that people know them by most. Once they got into the 2000s, they started having a little bit more poppy styles, a little bit more commercial, adhering to a wider range of audience. But this is where they're most, may I say, avid pop, is these three. So if you want to get the whole trilogy, snag them here.
Nice. Good picks. All right, so now we're going to talk about the new Devendra Banhart. This is called Ma, and this is on None Such. Okay, so this is a meditation on the bonds that tie us together. Right. You will find that Devendra's previous work, he's kind of ditched the synthesizers now, and he's going for a much more sophisticated kind of organic thing with his voice, and accompanied by some strings and woodwinds and brass and stuff like that. I think it's like the instrumentation is like on purpose for him to kind of draw from like Leonard Cohen, Burt Bacharach, that kind of sound. So that's what he's going for. And if you're a fan of his this recent work, is it's going to slot you firmly as a fan. It's just a little different. The quasi psychedelic stuff is kind of not that present here.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's it's a lovely vibe. He's kind of shifting away from his kind of freak folk persona from before. I think he's just trying something new. And anyway, it's much more relaxed, and it's enjoyable. It just depends on you. This is $23.95. I struggle with him because I know he's like earnest kid trying to do the right thing, and he's got like lyrics that are important to him. I just find him incredibly boring. I can't get into it, and I know that our friend Jake here is going to disagree with me about that, so he's going to sing you some praise about Devendra right now.
Slightly.
Tell us.
Well, this record is not totally up my alley compared to his previous work. I think this album, he's an LA guy now, he lives there, he's from Venezuela, I believe, but it seems almost that he moved across the city to like Laurel Canyon or something. He's got this folky sound, way stripped down, a lot more acoustic instruments. He's done that in the past, but it seems like in his past albums he was more like this quirky Echo Park, like East LA, like little cottage, making his little art, doing all the artwork himself. Mm-hmm. And it seems like he kind of stripped down even more, which I didn't think was possible, and a little straightforward with this record. But the previous records, it has this quirkiness that I always liked, and I had friends in the past that loved him, and kind of that shed off in a nice light. But I see both sides of it, though. It is a tad monotonous with this record. And there seems to be the slightest political commentary, because he's from Venezuela and all the chaos that's going on there. There's a couple songs. Abre las Manos is one song I was listening to, and it seems to have this Venezuelan commentary with the disruption that's going on there. So there's something there with the political side of things, but a little more, PG with this record than previous stuff.
Well, he's being thoughtful here about the ties that bind, and it's not, even though it's called Ma, it's not necessarily just him and his mother. It's about relationships in general. It's music being so subjective. You can kind of apply those lyrics to mean something to you if this is your thing. So, I think that he was. Born in the States, but I believe when he was 2, the parents split up and the mother took him to Venezuela, and he grew up there from 2 on to whenever he decided to move back. But he's a good visual artist as well. He's got a lot of things going on. He's a creative man for sure.
Yep.
But there you go.
True artist.
Okay. And then my third pick for you, this is lovely. This is the Cult. This is the Sonic Temple 30th anniversary of Sonic Temple. This is a box set on Beggar's Banquet. This 2019, it's marking the 30th anniversary of that very seminal, groundbreaking album for the Cult. They were always kind of popular in Europe, but they never quite hit it in America until Sonic Temple. This is it's like a triple vinyl. It's been, the vinyl on this has been out of print for like 20 years, so this is kind of special if you've been waiting for that. This set contains limited release demos in addition to previously unreleased tracks. So what you're going to find here is 3 pieces of vinyl and a cassette in this box, and it's got tour memorabilia and a firma, like a replica of the original laminate backstage pass, and let's see, a label copy and more. It's numbered and limited to 3,000 pieces worldwide, and so you get the 40 tracks, 4 of which were previously unreleased. So yeah, LP 1 and 2 have the album as originally released. LP number 3 contains a Live at Wembley, recorded by the BBC, and includes, let's see, the cassette contains the limited release demos. 4 of the live tracks are also previously unreleased. So yeah, if you're a Cult fan, this is like kind of a special thing. This is $89.95, so you kind of got to have deep pockets if you want this, or if you want to gift it out, you don't know. But that's here for you now if you would like to have a go on that. I really like the Cult. I just think they're, you know, kind of underrated in America especially. But okay, that's here for you now. All right, Jake, here's what we're gonna do.
What are we gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna shove this pile over to you, and you're gonna show the records while I give them the price list.
Perfect.
And it's gonna go in this order, flipping forward, okay? All right, so first up, we've got Banana Gun. This is their first offering. It's called Do Ya on 7-inch, $7.95. And what did we read up about them yesterday? That it's kind of got some world music influence, right?
All these different styles. 60s psychedelia, has this like Os Mutantes kind of vibe, this kind of crunchy Brazilian bossa nova influence. It seems like this is kind of a vibe that's prevalent nowadays in Australia, and these cats are from Australia. This kind of colorful, groovy, usually congas are involved, a lot of maracas, these like mod outfits. It's definitely a vibe, and they're kind of fusing all these different sounds while kind of illustrating their vibe under that kind of umbrella there. And there's a lot going on. There's a lot of it's pretty psychedelic and poppy at the same time.
Well, I would say, you know, when that's your first outing and you've just got this mix of so many influences, kind of like makes me feel like maybe they haven't found their feet yet,
exactly,
right?
Yeah,
they'll find out who they are.
Yeah,
so
there's definitely potential there.
That's good. Okay. Next up, we've got the Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers Indestructible on 180 gram. This is $22.95. Okay. Alrighty, next up we've got Alex Cameron, Miami Memory, and this is on Sky Blue vinyl, $19.95, and you've also got the cassette if you're interested, and that is $8.99. Okay, let me tell you about this, because his previous albums, he's got a really quirky, kind of great style of writing, and he always writes from the perspective of a character, like he's in character being somebody else as he sings. This one is a departure from that because he's in himself. He's not playing a character. He sort of has gone on record to say that this is sort of his like love letter to his girlfriend, and I think she's one of those women that is on that TV show Girls. I think that's who he's been with. It doesn't matter. It didn't do it for me. I find the lyrics very kind of cheesy, and it's sort of like him talking about being a stepfather, or I don't know what's going on here. It was just kind of, it never got off the ground. You might disagree with me, so if you're a fan, I would say it's interesting to purchase just to hear him doing everything in that first person like himself instead of playing a role. It's interesting, but yeah, I think it fell pretty flat, just for me.
Fell flat.
Sorry about that, Alex. Another career gone.
Another
Damn.
career. You can come back. We'll see.
Okay, now this is Paul Chambers Bass on Top +2. LP, this is $15.95. Whoops, have I got the wrong thing? I'm sorry. Eric Clapton, I forgot. This
Clapton, the dad of rock.
He just came rolling in because this was not actually out this week. It was out before. But oh, hey, they decided to send it. So this one's called One More Car and One More Rider. It's $34.95. I believe it's a live performance.
2002.
Okay.
Live performance 2002. Triple LP. Covering his famous Sunshine Your Love, Layla, all those other hits. Live on tour 2001, in fact.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, now this one is Wait, what were we talking? Paul Chambers? No, this is Kenny
Paul
Dorham.
Chambers seems to be
He's
lost
just-
in the mix
okay,
here. It was
okay.
probably discovered at some point.
All right, this is Kenny Dorham, Una Mas. This is from 1963, 180 gram, $22.95. So that's probably pretty good, I would say. You got
Yeah.
Joe Henderson on trumpet. Look at that. Herbie Hancock on piano. That looks pretty good.
Right?
Okay, Blue Note.
And it seems to be, you know, when did this come out? This is 63, and there's like some Portuguese in here. They're probably representing a lot of cool bossa nova and samba sounds with this record.
Okay.
63 was the year that kind of blew up.
Now we've got Sam Fender, Hypersonic. This is an indie exclusive. It's 2 LPs. Indie exclusive, of course, usually means colored vinyl. This is $27.95. Now, what does that sticker on the front say? Are they giving us any
The
clues?
debut album, limited edition clear vinyl,
Clear.
featuring Play God, That Sound, and Hypersonic Missiles. That's
Okay.
the title track.
Okay, so there you go. If you want to get your Sam Fender on, he's
on
here for
Interscope.
you now.
Guess he's kind of blowing up.
Okay. Now we got Freddie Hubbard. This is Hub Tones, $22.95. And let's see, what does he have going on here? Any other big names? Herbie Hancock again. Herbie Hancock all over the damn place. Look at that guy.
Another blue note.
Okay,
reissue.
yeah.
There you go.
All right, now we've got Jeremy Ivy, and this is Dream and the Dreamer. This is $19.95, and that's on Anti.
Look at that anti-government, don't tread on me, snake in the back there.
Sweet, right? Okay, now we've got Jaw Cure. This is Royal Soldier, $17.95, and that is on what? What label is that? VP? VP Records? I don't know.
VP Music Group, yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
But he's looking like a boss.
there you go. Now we've got Joseph, Good Luck Kid. This is clear vinyl plus a digital download, $22.95. 3 very pleasantly melding together indie
Sisters?
girl voices. Are they sisters?
They might be sisters.
Oh, okay. You know, have you ever noticed that sometimes when people are related, their voices, when they sing together, it's just different than what other people can do.
Yeah.
Because it's got that family tone in
Right.
it. Isn't that great, though?
They're already sounding
Don't you
similar.
kind of love that?
I love that stuff, you know?
I like it too. So,
girls
but anyway,
rock.
this was very pleasant. If you kind of like that indie chick
Take a ride.
rock, they're good. And that's ATO, and that's one of my favorite labels. So, yay. Woo. Is that on colored vinyl? Did we say?
That is clear vinyl.
Okay, good one. Thanks. Okay, now we've got the Chris Barris Band, Light It Up. This is on gold vinyl, $20.95. I'm not really too sure what his deal is, but thank goodness he put it on gold vinyl because we're so tired of brown vinyl for colored.
of
It's
back
just
vocals.
like, yeah. So there you go. All right. Now we've got Longbeard, Means to Me. This says colored vinyl. I don't know if you've got other info on a sticker or anything with that. It also comes with a digital download. It's $19.95, and this is more of that along the lines of J-Som kind of indie girl, you know, stuff. It's good though, you know what I mean? It's not going to set the world on fire, but it certainly is pleasant and enjoyable.
Kind of scratchbook kind of vibe here. She has her little song list looking like it's been taped up from her little scrapbook there.
Nice.
So it kind of has that kind of bedroom indie vibe.
All right, this is the soundtrack cast for Wicked, the 15th anniversary. Gosh, 15 years for that. 2 LPs for $33.95. Now, this would be blowing life if this isn't on colored vinyl. It doesn't say in my notes that it is, but it really, don't you feel like it should be that
Should be.
green witch vinyl?
Yeah, Wicked Green.
God, it should be.
Should be on Wicked Green.
Well, but we don't know, and I'm guessing it's only black. But yeah, see, somebody's kind of not running with the ball with
You'll
that.
get a Defying Gravity, the hit, and a side B there.
Sweet. Okay, now we've got Surf Curse, Heaven Surrounds You on green vinyl. This is their 3rd album, I believe, and nothing much different. It's that same kind of, you know, their name is Surf Curse, and it does kind of have that kind of surf sound interjected with kind of a, oh, I don't know, a new wave kind of a sound, 80s vibe, you know. So, but anyway, their 3rd outing, and about what you'd expect if you're a Surf Curse fan.
I wonder how they managed to pull off this super 80s photo. Like everyone in that shot. Look at that mullet from the guy who's half in the frame.
Yeah. Maybe
They
it
really
is an
nailed
old
that.
photo. Maybe they just got something. I don't know, though,
They're
because
reincarnated.
who knows? Maybe they cultivate mullets. Gosh.
Right.
Woo. That's a bold move.
Let's bring mullets back.
I don't think so.
But
Okay.
party in front, business in back.
Oh my God. Now we've got reissues from Keith Urban. I think we've had a couple of these in the past. Here's a couple more for you. This one is Defying Gravity. That's the $17.95. And then we have the self-titled, which was I don't even know, maybe it was his debut. Usually, sometimes when people do a debut, that's just their name. So I don't know. 1795. I'm not a real good with the country people, so I'm not sure.
Look at this face. And do you find it weird when people do self-titled albums for their third album or fourth album?
That is a little odd. It's like not what you expect. So, well, does it have a date on it? Do we know?
He's looking super Backstreet Boys with this shirt, so probably late 90s, and it's 99. There you go.
Okay, so maybe that was like his first outing. I don't know.
He's looking fresh and young.
But anyway,
looks the same.
So there he goes. And now the reissue of XTC Black Sea on 200 gram vinyl for you, $22.95. Got to be one of the best albums on the planet. If you're an XTC fan, you're going to be so excited about this. These guys, I mean, what a great band. And now you can get this again on vinyl. 200 gram, that's pretty nice heavy weight. You really feel like you got something. Boy, do we love XTC. So you better grab that because it's going to go fast. All right. So that kind of wraps up the pile. And I'm going to post a list for you down below that has a few other things that there's like some imports of Jonathan Richman, Modern Lover stuff that if you want to see prices and that, they'll be on there. Again, really apologize for Wea. I really hope that a lot of other bands or labels, small labels, to do the thing like Epitaph is doing and just jump and go on and get distributed through Alliance or through Secretly or something like that, because this is just, I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better. They've had 6 months now to sort this nonsense out, and it's still as bad as it ever was. There was a missing order that we sort of questioned them about from like a month ago. Oh, they canceled it. Like, what kind of customer service is that? It's not at all. What do you mean you canceled it? It's like, so it's a balls up over there right now, and I'm really hoping that things get better because the holidays will be here before we know it, and that's not going to be cool. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about what you're doing. You're doing something.
Doing some stuff.
Yes.
So next Friday, September 20th, at East Village Coffee Lounge right here in downtown Monterey is the Charities. The Charities are a funk soul jam band, 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds, young cats, 6-piece. They're coming from San Luis Obispo, and they're making waves. People are learning about them in the city and in South Bay in Los Angeles, where they're originally from. And these guys are some of the finest musicians. These guys are all love, and it's free. It's all ages, and it's from 8 to 10 p.m. It's almost working as a showcase show, kind of showing them off to the town before their performance the day after on September 21st, which is an awesome event, which is called Peace Day Gathering. Hopefully this isn't backwards on the screen for y'all, but it's backwards to us. No, I don't think it will be.
It is to us, but it won't be to them.
So we're having a otherwise known as Peace Day Gathering, if you can read it forwards. And me and my buddy Jetty Grant, a local musician in the area and artist, designed this flyer. There's a lot of info on it. But we're putting it on with the Peace Coalition of Monterey County and the Monterey Peace and Justice Center, and it's a full free outdoor music event happening from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. next Saturday, September 21st. And yep, free entry, and all the acts are performing for free as an offering for International Peace Day, which is a United Nations international holiday. And we just thought it's maybe good, instead of doing something political or activist based, we just celebrate peace and have a full day in the park. It's going to be at Laguna Grande Park in Seaside in the eucalyptus lawn just south of that Russian Orthodox church there. And yeah, come on through. There's a whole bring list on this sheet. So bring a picnic and food to share. It'll be a potluck. And all the fun, happy, hippie stuff: tapestries, flowers, love, flutes, drums, chimes, beads, flags, cymbals, costumes, joy. And there will be an hour of an open jam, drum circle, intention setting, chanting, whatever people want to do. We have that time for them as well. There'll be a lot of local acts playing. I'll be doing some solo performances.
Yay!
And Jetty as well will be doing some solo performances. Sensory Tribe, the local reggae jam band, is performing. A folk rock band from San Francisco, Caravan 222, will also be performing. Kinder Creatures, an indie electro pop group from the area. Jessica LeJean, probably like the Adele of Monterey County that people don't really know about yet. Come check her out because she is just sets everything aflame. She's such a beautiful person. We also have Kalpuli Yakohutli dance group, which is an Aztecan indigenous dance crew, so they'll be doing a performance there. But yeah, bring your family, bring your friends. It's going to be a beautiful day, and the day before, the Charities will be playing. and they'll be playing the next night, headlining the Peace Day gathering. So double header for them over
Good
that
couple
weekend.
of days, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's that.
Okay. What about anything else exciting this weekend for you?
You know, I think I might be having a little paint party at my cabin to paint the banner that will go behind the stage at Peace Day Gathering. But we might not
Nice.
finish it. We might just write the name of it, bring the banner to the event, have everyone paint what peace means to them,
Oh,
and then
gosh.
halfway through the event we're gonna hang it up behind the mobile stage. But it's all mobile stage, generators, mobile PA system monitors. So it's gonna be like a little Panhandle kind of ode to the Panhandle shows 50 years ago, but we're kind
Okay.
of doing it again. So
Seems pretty good. All
Right?
right. Well,
Yeah.
try if you can, if you're like local yokels and you can come down and join.
Yeah.
And with that, you'll have a good time. And to try the other one too for the Charities, that would be pretty great.
right, East
as
Village,
well.
intimate
So-
space. They have 2 hours to play. These guys are amazing.
So there you go. All right, if you don't have other plans, now you can make some, okay? So thank you for joining us, and thank you to the great Jake Padorr for sitting in for Cass.
you,
We
Lorraine.
really appreciate that.
Of
And
course.
so next time we'll see you around with Cass, and take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.